Good morning. In this video, you're going to learn how to give your hips the loving they deserve. I'm Dr. Craig Dingman. This is Elevate TV. Today, I want to teach you the exercises that you can do at work very simply each day to improve hip mobility. My father's recently just undergone hip replacement surgery, and I can't believe how common this procedure is. And I started to think, well, why is it that this hip replacement surgery is so common? And I think one of the reasons is what I'm doing right now. What do most of us do most days? We sit. We sit in our cars, we sit at our computers, we sit on our couches. It's an unnatural position, and it really tightens up the hips. We lose flexibility, we lose mobility through the hips. And most people think about, stretching their knees, stretching their hamstrings, stretching their calves, but mobility and stretching for the hip is something we don't often think about. It's really important. And I think that if you work on hip mobility, it will help prevent a whole host of other injuries like ankle, knee, hip, low back injuries. And I've recently discovered this myself. For years I just ran marathons, and as a runner, your hips get super tight. All those muscles shorten up and get fibrotic, and I had horrible hip mobility. And I've really started to work on it, and I've noticed it's improved lots of other things. So here's an easy test you can do to see if your hip mobility needs some work. I'm gonna hop up on this chair and show you, but you should be able to go into a full squat where your butt almost touches the ground, right down on your haunches. So your backs of your legs should be touching your calves. You should almost be able to get your butt right down. I can't quite do it. So for me, my mobility still is limited, but it's improved a lot. When I started this, I felt like the Tin Man. So, and I'm feeling maybe like the Tin Man who's had a little bit of an oil can shot, but needs a lot more. So here are 3 exercises you can do at your desk, at work, any day that are gonna help improve your hip mobility. So basically start sitting, you go into a figure 4 position where you just bring one leg over, and then very simply, you're gonna pull in, hold for 10 seconds, and push down, hold for 10 seconds. Now, you don't wanna have your foot pointed, especially if you've had any sort of knee problems. You wanna bring your toes up. That's called dorsiflexion of the ankle. So when your ankle flexed up, that's gonna protect your knee as you're pushing down and pulling up. And then just lean forward as far as you can at the hip. You're gonna feel that stretch and pull through your glute muscle, your buttock on the back. Again, hold it for 10 seconds. Switch, let's do the other side. You'll oscillate up and out. You feel real tight there when you're pushing down. One side will probably be tighter than the other. That's pretty normal. Most people are like that. Always stretch both sides, back and forth. The other you can do, you're gonna need your chair, and just step up with a giant stride onto your chair. Keep your back upright and lunge forward. Keep your whole body positioned forward. You're gonna get a nice stretch through the groin here. Hold it for 10 seconds. Switch over, do the other side. You feel a real good strong pull. If you can't feel a pull, you're probably not sinking into that squat quite enough. And then the last one is just leg swings. So again, you're gonna need a chair or a counter, something, maybe a piece of wall for balance. And you just swing your leg. So swing it back and forward. You'll move back a little so you can see I'm doing sort of a kick back and swing forward like this. And this one's gonna be a little more awkward, but swing out to the side and across the front. I don't know if you can hear my trip hip, it clicks every time. That's years and years of running. Marathon running's done that. That's kind of a gross click. I don't know if you can hear it. Anyway, 10 repetitions each way. Always do both legs. Hope that helps. Hip mobility of every joint in your body is critical to how your body functions, especially over time. The work you do now is going to help you stave off, for example, hip replacement surgery in the future. If you want to see my hip mobility for the whole body, for every joint in your body within about 5 to 6 minutes, I've got a video on our website, elevatechiropractic.ca, called Joint to Joint Mobility. Check that out. That'll guide you through mobilizing every single joint in your body from base of your skull to the tips of your toes. Have a great day.